Let's say hi. This is Abraham right here. This is Chantel. It's my friend. We're going on a little ride. Здрасте. We're gonna talk about New Jersey. We're gonna talk about life. Идем в заплыв. А что делать? С такой русалкой только в заплыве идти. Конечно. I'm saying with the mermaid like that, it's the least I can do is just travel the seas and the oceans. So what do you mean aggression? New Jersey is full of aggression?
Well, New Jersey is a different kind of place where it's a city of opportunity, a lot of opportunity.
You mean Jersey City? Which city are you talking about?
That's the metro area.
But you live, what city do you live in? What town?
No, I can't tell you that.
Okay, I mean, you don't live in the city though?
I live in the city.
You live in the city?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, in Manhattan?
Well, not that
To
far.
me, city is Manhattan.
Yeah.
A New Yorker, when they say city, they mean Manhattan. You know that.
Yeah.
I lived in Brooklyn. I lived in the city for a year. Then I lived in Staten Island. So I know I say, how you doing? What yous do? What yous doing over here?
Well, that sounds more Italian.
Well, because I'm from, you know, from Brooklyn, Sheepshead Bay, Bensonhurst, Bay Ridge.
How long you been living here?
13 years.
You love it or you like it?
I love, you know what I learned? To love everything that is around me. And mainly me. I love me. I gotta sometimes remark, sometimes I forget. I forget to love me. And I'm the most important person I got.
I think we all do that.
I know, we forget sometimes.
Oh, shit.
Look at her. Who was that?
A
A
shark.
fish?
A shark.
No.
Yep.
For real? A little shark?
Yeah.
Nah, it was a human. Let's go, let's jump and check.
No, you can check. I'll roll the boat that way.
It was a shark for real?
Oh, seriously.
Not kidding. How do you like this so far? The little ride we got.
It's okay. I want to go back.
Well, let me see. Maybe there's some honeys here.
Oh, you want to walk up on them? Those are guys with the honey.
Yeah, but you're right. There's nobody. Well, what about those two honeys that are sitting on the beach?
They're probably minding their business.
This is the thing. You see, I've been looking for a wife for the last 4 years,
The last 4 years.
and my search has yielded.
Can I get a ride?
For now we got all this. I'm sorry.
Can I go in the back?
We don't got enough space, but I'm gonna check with you tomorrow.
I'll fit in. No, I'll fit in.
You big? Look at how big you are. And then your lady?
Wait, are you like a service?
Service?
Or are you just like
I'm just like everything.
a person?
No,
A person.
I can't stand on the back. I will make you tip.
Because it's not something that's easy. Trust me. Tomorrow. Are you that impatient?
I'm not gonna be here tomorrow.
Well, then you be here tomorrow.
I can't.
Where are you going?
I have tutoring.
Tutoring? Are you the tutor or you being tutored?
Go in the back.
See, you're too impatient. For a man, you gotta just be a strong man. So next time, because we are right now already
Alright,
like
you're with the lady.
clearly.
I gotta respect that. Alright.
Respect, my man. Respect. But what tutoring are you gonna go to? Are you the? Who's the tutor? Are you the tutor or are you being toot? Look at these weird waves. This guy's interesting. He's very insistent. He's very impatient. Let's go ask him. These are kids. I can't even like flirt with them. It's illegal. Yeah, forget that. Because you see, this is how I get in trouble. Talking to kids. And they act like this, you see? Immature.
Well, you did it when you were young.
I know. Now I'm like all this uptight, strict. You know,
You did it when you were young.
I know.
And you probably were more wild.
Nah, not really.
Yeah.
I was studious. I was in school.
You were curious.
Studious.
Yeah, you were studious and you were still curious.
Yeah, but I was too quiet.
Too quiet.
Had I known what I know now, I would have been all over the place. But I would have done it,
Different.
of course, with more with more consciousness. I did a lot of things automatic just because I was seeking pleasure. It's a pleasure-seeking behavior and doesn't lead anywhere fruitful. It's okay, but it's not. Doesn't make you realize your potential. Let me ask you something. So, how many children do you have?
2.
Oh, God bless. How old are they?
10 and 13.
I got a 13-year-old. I got 4, 13 and up. From 13 to 18. What are their names?
Jalen and Nathai.
Janet, you said?
Jalen
Oh, Jalen.
and Nathai.
Nathai, beautiful, like Nathaniel. And when did you dismiss their father?
Well, life happens and they dismiss themselves.
Nah, women usually do the dismissing.
Well, yeah,
What?
because normally we mentally disconnect before we check out.
Because men, we are like that. We you know, our connection sometimes gets a little loose. It's up to a woman to always check the connections, like the seat belts in the car. You always gotta check. Because we men, we sometimes forget to even buckle. We're not as responsible. You know?
Some of them,
That's just our nature.
right?
And the more they're reckless, the more you love them. Us. The more we are reckless and daring and risk-taking, the more you love us, and then the more unstable the relationships are. It's a like you said, it's a paradoxical situation. So when did you get divorced? Long time ago?
Yeah. I was never married.
I'm saying like separated.
Well, it's been a long time. It's been like 10 years.
Well, for me it's 4. So how has your free, now I don't want to say single. How was your free life?
How's the dating life?
Yeah, dating.
Dating life is interesting and full of fun. With
Have you,
expectations.
I have a question that I always want to know the experience of a person. That's how I learn. Have you had any meaningful relationships in those 10 years? Or
I have.
you have, and by meaningful I mean like, have you lived with anyone? Lived?
Well, yes, I have.
Oh wow,
I
so
have.
that's pretty amazing. So that,
But with women, like you said, like we check things well.
I'm sorry?
As a woman, when I look for things, if I miss them the first time and I don't catch them, and then I notice later, it's kind of like how dating is. You don't notice everything at first.
I do.
No, you would never.
Well, not everything, obviously not everything, but I noticed the most salient, most essential things. And that because, you know, I had to learn the hard way. So now I know, for example, how many days I can be with the person. You see, like even if you ask a man, most women don't know this, but I tell you a little man's secret. Those of us who are conscious, who are not like automatically just trying to get a woman in bed and just to have sex, you know, there are quite a few like that. But I'm talking a more refined, more developed males. They can tell you how many times they think they can sleep with the woman before they get bored. It's either a 1 or a 2, and we know it, but obviously we won't reveal it even to ourselves. Otherwise it may come out, and then we're not gonna get any. But me, I'm different. I just say it, not in that particular fashion, but we men, we know, just like you know. You already know if you see someone, if you will sleep with them right away. In fact, they've done research. 0.7 seconds it takes your brain. You may not be aware of it. Mostly people are not aware that fast, but the brain is aware. The reactions in the brain are lightning speed. They've done MRIs on females after they've, you know, flashed pictures of males, and that thing inside their brain, like a light bulb, lights up after 0.7 seconds. Can you believe that craziness? And women say, I don't know, I have to think. Well, your heart knows, your brain knows. So what were you referring to?
Well, thought listening
I'm
to
sorry.
yours.
Listening to my nonsense.
So I was just taking notes, but I do agree with the 7 seconds because I studied that. Like when they were doing the study, I was like, oh, I was telling my friends, like, you know, it only takes 7 seconds for you to determine if you want to have sex with somebody. And you're like, well, yeah, most of us agree that immediately on sight, you're like, yeah.
It's crazy how little credit we give ourselves. And you know, animals, our smaller brothers, oh, they got that stuff all down. Millions of years, they make no mistake. They don't even know if they were able to speak, which luckily for us they don't, because otherwise this whole place would go upside down if one dog spoke. But that's why in fairy tales I always noticed how they give those features like of speaking. Even in the Bible, snake speaks. But animals, they know it right away, and they've always known it. So if you were to talk to one and you say, "Whoa, what do you think about the mistakes you've made?" He wouldn't even, the animal would say, "What do you mean? What does that mistake even mean? We don't even know that word." Like if they knew how to speak, they wouldn't understand the word mistake. That would not be in their vocabulary. It's a human construct. But animals make no mistakes. Just like God, just like nature, just like you. Well, it's been a fascinating, illuminating. We got you back in one beautiful.
Peace.
Hold on, hold on. Well, so what's the conclusion? What's the conclusion? You got my... How you doing, man? Shabbat shalom. So, I'm telling you, mermaids make it all. Mermaids is what it's all about.
Call from my phone to
Well, that was a very interesting experience. Что? О, там такие русалки. Но у вас королева. So we understand now that it's all about love. And Beatles were right, because all you need is love. And if people don't get it that way, they say love is all you need. Remember, любовь, морковь. In Russian is любовь. We'll see you in a bit. These are beautiful ladies. We learn from them because they truly know, and they're not shy to explain and teach people like me.